Martha Marcy May Sarsaparilla Banana Fan. No wonder this girl is crazy. She got too many goddamn names.
Pretty much, right? That makes anybody crazy, especially a woman.
Mufasa, more crazy.
Yeah, you know, someone says she got that name because her boyfriend couldn't remember hers. he just started throwing out every M name. He's like, right. Oh, that's my new pet name for you now.
I thought it was
Mary
like a rule.
Martha.
If you have more than 3 names, you have to be like the 4th or something like that.
Yeah.
People were like, oh, we got to add their name in too.
Yeah, what's this girl named? Martha Marcy May Marlene. Forget that name. The name that you really need to know in this is Elizabeth Olsen. Now you saying Olsen? Well, have I heard that before? Yes, that Olsen.
This is the Olsen non-twin.
Yeah, she's the.
That's who she is.
She is the younger sister of Kate, Ashley, Winslet, whatever. What are those girls'
That's
names?
Weird because she doesn't look like a troll
Mary Kate
doll
and
like
Ashley.
the two of them.
Yeah, Mary Kate and
Don't ask
Ashley.
me why I know that. But
Yeah. Well,
I buy their shampoo products.
I was about to say somebody's been buying their movies at Walmart. But yeah, this is the younger sister of the twins. And now you're thinking like, okay, what kind of cute movie is this? There's nothing cute about it. This is the sister who said, you know what? Y'all made billions doing all that cute shit. I'm gonna be a real actress. All right, yeah. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be in dramas. I'm gonna be in some deep shit. I'm taking my shirt off and showing my breast to everybody. I want to be as separate as from you two bitches as much as possible.
She getting nude in this?
Money.
Wait, she getting nude in
that's
this?
true. She don't need any. She's gonna, she just living off her sister.
Like, I ain't gonna sell out like the two of y'all.
Can I borrow $5,000?
Don't worry, she'll be in Beastly 2 if this movie turns out to be shit. Yeah. But did you
by
say?
the way, my rent is late.
Yeah, but did you say she's nude in this?
Actually, yeah, it's not gratuitous or anything, but she does. She gets
Put
nude
it back in your pants.
for for all you guys who were like, saying like, oh, what was that? The countdown for them to get naked. The Olsen twins. She was just kind of like, fuck that countdown. I'm doing it now.
Wow, that's disgusting.
Yeah. No. She's 22 actually.
Yeah. Talent doesn't always run in families, as has been evidenced by Jim Belushi, for instance. Bill Murray's brother, who I can't even remember his name.
Wait, which brother? He's got.
Yeah.
He was
Brian Doyle Murray.
He was in
Brian
that one.
Doyle Murray's actually
he's
talented.
But the guy who was in that movie.
Here, let me put on my copy of Scrooge, and you can point him out.
I think that's Dana Murray.
Right, it is.
Yeah.
But then this might be a case where it goes the other way around, because certainly I've never seen the Olsen twins do anything that made me go, you need to be in a Woody Allen film.
Yeah. One of them just within that movie Beastly, trying to like really get over that image of being cute.
Yeah,
and everybody
it's not
said,
working.
we don't want to hear that shit.
We already knew you were ugly. Yes.
Yeah. We don't want to
like
hear that.
you.
We ain't buying it. But
This sister seems to have something.
Yeah.
She's got that, I don't know what.
Talent?
Yeah.
No,
Joie de vivre.
Well, no, she's
Je ne sais quoi.
I was trying not to like use that because there was a time when you was like saying every week that je ne sais quoi, but you know
That voulez-vous que
that's what I was saying, and fuck that up too. But no, this girl maybe she's not in some movies that aren't really making that much money because this is an independent film here. But when is the last time a theatrically released Olsen twins movie made any money? Not that much. All of them have been bombs. At least
Have
this one. Yeah, most of them.
Well,
I mean, critically, certainly, but
No,
I
theatrically, the ones that go to video, yeah, people were eating those up. That's how these chicks became billionaires.
Well,
but
what you got Beastly and The Whackness, and what other movies?
well, I'm talking about the ones like the New York movie that they did and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
when they did it as twins.
yeah.
And people were like, come on, really?
But this film here, this is anything but an Olsen twins movie. This is a very dark and disturbing film, and either people are going to be irritated by this film. They're going to walk out really pondering it, be confused for a little bit, and then they're going to like come back around to saying, at least the movie stuck with me, like me, and it haunts me.
Yeah, I'm kind of
or at least that chick got naked.
Hey, I finally saw an Olsen girl naked,
there's no horror film that's not helped by a girl taking her shirt off. And while this isn't really a horror film per se, it does feel like the beginning of a horror film. Like this whole thing feels like the lead up to when a regular horror film starts, when it's starting to ratchet up the tension and it's a super uncomfortable situation and you're just waiting for that other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole film, you're kind of on the edge of your seat going, okay, already, will someone kill someone, please?
Oh, yeah. I thought the tension in this movie was crazy tense, man.
And even when you finally get to the conclusion, it's just more of that, you know what? It's it's in your imagination what happens next.
Yeah,
What?
Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Olsen. She plays a girl named. Now she doesn't go by all names in this. I don't know, and I really don't remember. We saw a long time ago why we had the other names, but
aren't the first two names her actual names, and then the other two names what the cult leader?
Yeah. She goes by Martha in this movie, and the movie opens up. You don't know what you're watching. You think maybe you're watching a period piece or something, but
mumblecore.
Yeah, it starts out with a bunch of people like eating dinner, and then there's a bunch of girls in the hallway watching. The guys get up and eat, and they kind of give the go ahead for the girls to go ahead and eat too. And they come in there, and in the middle of the night, Martha gets up and leaves. It's the very next day that you realize, like, it's modern times. She's at a bus station trying to get somewhere. Somebody from this house that she was staying at asked her where she's going. Does she need anything? And it's a real weird scene. And they're like, hey, can we get you to come back? No. Okay.
She's clearly frightened.
Yeah, and she's scared from whoever this person is. But this guy's like, hey, you know what? Go ahead and go. We see her destination is to go to her sister's house. And her sister's played by Sarah Paulson, and she lives with her husband, who's played by, Hugh Dancy, who's a British actor that we've seen. The guy's still up and coming, but they're well off. They got money, and her sister loves Martha, and they're like, come on in. We don't know where you've been, what you've done. We don't care. Let us help you. It's only then that when she gets to this house and starts to be very paranoid that somebody's going to either be watching her or coming after her, and also whatever happened at that house starts to come out in really bizarre ways that you see it taking a toll on the family. And you can't figure out if it's just this girl, if her head is just so messed up that she's imagining things and she's mentally ill at this point, or is there something deeper that's really happening that is not only going to threaten her, but it's also going to threaten her sister and her husband.
Well, those two things are not mutually exclusive.
Right.
I felt both things were going on.
I got that this girl is definitely psychologically damaged, but I didn't think she was hallucinating per se. She's just so fucking broken, because as the film goes along, and it's a little confusing at first with the way that it's nonlinear, that it keeps flashing back as we're seeing the story of her first joining up with the people in this cult compound with the guy who's the cult leader.
John Hawkes, man.
John Hawkes, who's always great. I'm not just saying that because he's from Austin.
No, and John Hawkes has to be the veiniest motherfucker in the world.
Right?
He's got veins coming through the middle of his head, through his fingernails.
Is he a living Ren and Snippy cartoon?
Except he's not
Joe
like
Licker
big,
American.
he's just skinny, but big, thick veins all over. Like his entire body is a road map. They'll do like an X-ray where they show your circulatory system. You have to do that with him.
When they get an extreme close-up of Ren.
Yeah, they bring him up on that little platform like they have the skeleton in the class. They bring him out. You see here, the guy. If you need a meth addict for your movie, because
he's the guy.
He was just seeing a Winter's Bone, and he pretty much just walked off the set of that and came up here, and they were like,
"It didn't like he was the same character.
We didn't cast you, but go ahead and stay."
Hey, you're a great actor.
No.
Yeah,
great method actor.
But like you see one of those things that comes. She's like kind of on her own. She's a confused girl. She meets up with this guy. She meets up with these people. They're all like, "No, he's great. This is a great place. We're so excited to have you here." Seems fine at first, I guess, for someone who's never seen a movie about cults.
Right.
But eventually, of course, it turns into a thing where this girl's she's gonna have to have sex with this guy whenever he feels like it. And
in the ass.
And there's other scarier,
favorite
freakier
part.
shit slowly building up. And we see more and more of this as it goes along.
Yeah.
And while at first we don't know, is this girl just a crazy bitch or what? It's like, yeah, she's crazy, but she's crazy because these people fucked her up, but good.
They
and
got in.
She's scared to talk about it.
Oh yes, they
fucked her butt up good. Is that what you just said?
Well, amongst her brain.
They got up. They got up in her mind. Whatever they did. I mean, they really did mess her up. And you look at this, and you're like, man. Even after you know that she's disturbed. And by the way, I didn't think she was seeing things. She's just so paranoid that you don't know if she's so mentally ill that she's just looking around for nothing. And if they put things in there like, okay, is that somebody sent from the cult to watch her, or she's just going crazy? You really do, and she's acting so nuts that you really do want to be. You want to be upset at her. At times you want to slap her. At times you want to choke the shit out of her. But this movie challenges you, and that's they saying, look, okay, these people stuck a crazy penis in her head, you know, and
Full of veins.
and fucked it up bad, and a veiny penis up in her brain, fucked that thing to death, and she is batshit crazy. Wow. And the movie almost begs you to say, you know, be patient with this girl because she is that disturbed, and it's up to you to think like, am I going to do that or not? Because what she does, it would, I mean, if you were her sister and the guy who was the husband, you would be at ends wondering, should I put her out? Should I go seek her help? Am I in danger? And should I just like tell her to leave because I don't want to, jeopardize my wife and my family?
The problem is that she's not really being honest with them about all the stuff that's happened to them. She's too scared and freaked out to talk about it, which is pretty common in situations like this. But when it comes down to it, as the movie moves along, we realize she believes that they're all in danger. Whereas at first you're like, oh, well, she's just still crazy. But as the movie goes on and we start to see more of what this cult is actually capable of doing, it seems clear that it's quite possible they are all in real danger. That maybe the cult is waiting just around the corner, is watching the house, is waiting to come in and kill them all. But that's the big question in the movie.
You never know. And what I like about it is the way it builds tension is that it just lets scenes speak for themselves, and I like that. I mean, there was a time when I used to think that was a little too artsy sometimes, but now I really like when somebody doesn't have to have a scene with music, and there's hardly any music in this movie at all. And all these things, because there's nothing to tell you to feel scared or to tell you to feel, anger towards this girl or sad for this girl. You have a lot of mixed emotions, and you left to think on your own, but it's that quietness of that girl in that home and everything you learn about this cult. That steady silence is what makes you so nervous as you continue to watch this movie progress.
So this movie pretty much relies on you as far as what you can get out of it, because it sounds like almost like a Blair Witch type deal where I know it's two separate films, but I mean the feeling that
a documentary feeling is what you're saying, and it could have that.
See, here's the thing, because I wasn't sure how that was coming across, because